Well, interest rates are the cheapest they've ever been, and while that is good news for those with a mortgage, it means if you're trying to buy a house, it is a very competitive market. So tonight, we reveal the top regional towns where prices are still affordable but are expected to boom soon. Here's Annalise Nielsen.
The reality is you can get a great result by going to some of the strong regional centres.
Getting a mortgage so cheap is just unbelievable.
The dream of owning your own home might seem out of reach for many, but don't give up hope.
Centres where there are good prospects for economic growth, population growth, so they're locations with a strong future. There's going to be jobs and careers for people there as well.
In his latest report, Gary Pittard from hotspotting.com has named the best prospects for home ownership.
The locations that are included in the report are locations that have very, very strong economic futures. They're not just places that are cheap.
And of the 10 towns with the most promise across the country, 3 are right here in South Australia, with Murray Bridge topping his list.
They're encouraging people to come and live there to grow the population and the economy. So there's plenty going for people choosing places like Murray Bridge.
Murray Bridge is a great place to live. It's really a friendly little town and getting bigger and bigger all the time, but it has everything that you need.
John Lay's the local real estate expert. He says more and more people are being drawn to the relaxed lifestyle and easy commutes of country living.
I've sold houses to people from Darwin, from Queensland coming down, a lot from Adelaide and Mount Barker. I've had some people that have either had jobs in Murray Bridge, one of the partners, and the other one still travels to Adelaide.
It worked for Jennifer Bunsen and her family. They moved to Murray Bridge from Sydney last year.
When we came visit here, we saw the property and how much it was going for, especially how big the land was. We just couldn't say no because we couldn't get it in Sydney. There is no way.
Before, her family was paying off a mortgage of over $500,000 for a small house in the outer suburbs of Sydney. Now, for around half that, they live in this spacious 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, a few minutes' drive from the main street.
It's uncomparable because the price that my brother and my sister bought this house for, you can't even buy that in a unit in Sydney.
But while the price was the major draw card, she says the lifestyle sealed the deal.
Everyone was so friendly. It's similar to like neighbours. You walk out, your neighbour come out and say hello to you, and like you're jogging in the morning and people just smiling at you, and you just feel like so welcome.
But if you don't mind venturing further afield, Ardrosson's tipped for big things, with local mining and wind farming projects ready to take off.
If either or both of those projects go ahead, we're going to see a massive change in Ardrossan in terms of the economy and also the number of people living there, because people coming to work on those projects are going to be looking to either buy or rent houses in the town.
While for a more established market with plenty of room to grow, look no further than Mount Gambier.
The reason why it stands out for us is because there's a lot being spent on local infrastructure, the local hospital, the local university. It's also got quite a number of big energy and resources projects around the periphery of the town, so lots of reasons why Mount Gambier is going to grow.
So for those looking to get into their dream home, it pays to think outside the big cities.
It's a very, very big factor that living in a country town or a regional city, the stress factors are much lower.
You just have to give it a try.